I've also yet to see any nuance in Schumer's proposal to shut down the government minus DHS funding. You cannot strip the entire Department of Homeland Security of funding. Maybe you can target certain programs, but strip the entire DHS of funding? That's it's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. And like I said in my video, imagine he said something constructive like, we're going to shut down the government until we pass this bipartisan immigration reform. Maybe I'd even be for that. Maybe. I don't know, but I mean, that's more of a productive threat or a productive shutdown, isn't it? That's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. People who are getting clicks and viewers on, well, let me respond to Nancy Lawrence's, Nancy Lawrence. So Nancy, it don't get me wrong, it gets clicks, but those people, the people who click on it and the people who parrot those talking points, not what we are here for, right? Robert, you know what? I forgot about that. Schumer's using the Republican playbook when they were saying defund the Justice Department. That's, in fact, I forgot about that. And it doesn't mean that it's the right tactic, because I would not be for defunding an entire department either. You can even say, when it comes to the Department of Education, the Republicans long wanted to close it down. I don't think you should defund the whole department. If you want to terminate it, terminate it. So that's my general take. And I believe, I remember learning in high school political science, Ronald Reagan just ignored the whole department. I guess that's the closest they're coming. But I don't get why they just, if the Republicans really want to close it, just close it. What is their issue there? I have no idea. Nancy, that's my general take on that. The shutdown hurts regular people. The shutdown hurts people of all shapes and sizes. People who are on food stamps, people who are looking to get a passport for their newborn. Put it this way, I work in a very EBT food stamp heavy area. And during the last shutdown, I saw the decreased volume of people in the stores. I hazard to say, because they wanted to save their EBT credits and use it sparsely, not all at once. They didn't know if it was going to be replenished. It was very illuminating to see how people are so in tune to the news that affect them, that while litigation was happening around EBT and food stamps disbursements, they were so on top of the news, like we are POTUS 124 listeners. I guess they literally, their life depends on it. It was something to watch. Let's go back with some comments. Tammy, people are saying that he was brandishing a firearm and he was acting stupid around federal law enforcement. I don't see it. I don't see it. Harvey, it looks like a broken record that keeps repeating as a country going nowhere until we pick up the needle and remove its contact with the record surface. Listen, I think you're talking about ICE's behavior, ICE's behavior and actions. We are going nowhere if there's no accountability in our government. Ultimately, Trump's at the top. It's Trump at the head of the federal government, and he is supreme over all the other elements of government. I'm talking federal, state, local. He has no interest in cooperating with Minnesota or Minneapolis, nor does he have to. Who he does have to answer to are the voters when we have a say, which I guess is the midterms, and I guess a subsequent election. My question is, how much can ICE and the legitimacy, let me rephrase. How can the lack of legitimacy towards ICE impact ICE's operations? Technically, they don't have to change, and there aren't going to be any repercussions on the executive branch for another 3 years. Does the lack of legitimacy shorten that span from 3 years to anything less? At the very least, there should be accountability. That was the point of my video yesterday, and that's where I'm really coming from, as far as that latest killing for sure.